Hey there, everybody. When you find problems, we solve problems. That's the beautiful thing about hopefully not making the same mistakes over and over again. When you find a mistake, we fix it. And I already have a solution to this problem buried in a Google sheet. I'll show you what we're going to do. So the odds situation and getting the odds correct and the team matchups correct. Today, I wasted everybody's time, and I hope I didn't waste your money, but I might have, because the whole thing was screwed up. And it was screwed up because the odds that came in were not correct. Some extra lines, throwing things off. And it required a human eye. And my human eyes don't work very well, but yours do. There's so many of you that are on top of this, and we're like, Ken, what the hell, man? Man, what you got going on? You got like somebody playing somebody else and somebody's home and you got your scores wrong. What's going on? I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? Whoops, I was out the door. I had a bunch of stuff to do. So, well, I may be busy in the future. You may be busy. But not everybody will be busy. As a matter of fact, somebody will have some time and everybody's competent. So here what we have is a public Google Sheet that I'm going to give everybody access to. What this is, I had built this last year and I think I had a bunch of days in here I did this for months earlier in this year, right? In the beginning, the winter of 2021 or whatever, right? January, February and stuff in March. And what it has is it has a list of the games. It basically copies what's from the cube here, or really from the Odds Compiler, essentially. But no, it's from the cube. Sorry, it's from the cube because it grabs games played and health. It grabs everything from here. And when you bring this in to the Google Sheet, which is what I'm going to do in the morning, once I prepare the algorithm and get the actual, I called it an advantage score. It's really a margin. And power strength, yeah. So what this does is this allows you to see the matchup one by one with the projected score because not every game's done yet, right? So bam, like these games are still going on. There, the Houston Baptist in Denver is probably whatever. It's going to freeze on us. The point is people can update scores. People can tell me when something's wrong, and when we find something wrong immediately before the game start, like if I'd done this, I published the video I think around 9 something a.m. because I had to take off immediately afterward. That's what caused all the problem. Is I left you guys with a dirty bathroom, and I was like, I'm not even giving you any cleaning materials. Just go. And you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? There are streaks everywhere. And I was like, oh crap. I'm on the ice not paying attention to college basketball. I didn't make the bet. I feel bad. I didn't make any bet. I didn't have any time to do anything. So, which I told everybody in the video the night before, by the way. So point is this is now public, and this will get updated whenever when you wake up in the morning, the new stats are in that can be fed in here. The new injury report, the new team stats, and the new player stats. That stuff needs to be done to generate the proper margins here. I'll bring in whatever comes in from RotoWire. If it's got problems, I'll probably identify them when I'm posting them in here because I'll actually have to look at this and it'll have to make sense and I'll run some other checks. So I'll probably catch the errors now all the time anyway. But you guys can not only catch errors but also add to this. If some games aren't in there yet, we can add them. We can do all kinds of things. And what's great is it also keeps track automatically of the score. So, if the score happens exactly, it tells you that you won both. Did you win by advantage score? Yeah, right? And so it keeps track of how many wins and losses. You can see we're having not a good day so far. But I noticed the home teams, when I redid this, and I think it's clean now, the home teams, except for Furman, we've hit 5 out of the top 6 so far. And what do we got in progress? A bunch of junk in progress. I don't know. It was a mess today. Regardless, any way you look at it, everything's all screwed up. So, sorry, I apologize, but I'm doing the best I can, honestly. So, and we solve the problem in the future. That's the point. I will mess up all the time, but I will also build in a trap to fix it in the future, and that's what we've got. So, sorry, but we'll get there. And the link to this Google Sheet is going to be in here, and the link to screw this updated Excel file. I'll do one for tomorrow. The link to just the Google Sheet because it might even be, okay, we'll talk about all that later. It might be easier for me just to update the Google Sheet, honestly. And then people that want the algorithm for their own purposes and other things, we could contact me because I got too much going on with the email list. This is not the only thing I do just because I'm going to pat myself on the back before we end this video here. Just because every single thing I do and focus on becomes the best that's ever been done when it's a targeted data type analysis thing in Excel, doesn't mean that I give any shits about college basketball. Or I like football, but I like hockey too. But I didn't care about baseball. I don't care about payroll. I don't care about any of this stuff. I just care about getting the best product out there and doing it right empirically, right? So I know you guys, a lot of people care about this, and you should. I mean, I will sometimes spend a whole day with college basketball when I think that there's a tremendous amount of money to be made and fascinating lines, and the algorithm's really giving out great information. I love to do that, but I can't do it every day, and neither can you. And nobody should do it every day. It goes into another discussion about health, about balance in life, and when I find myself, like I said in a video yesterday, I think it was, I said yesterday I was at a hockey practice with my son, and I was staring at my phone looking at games instead of being a parent. And that's when I realized, when I tell everybody I don't have time to do this today, and by the way, nobody sent me money the last couple of days for this. I mean, we crushed it the other day. I didn't get a penny from anybody. So if you want to encourage me to do this, obviously I've said send money. And when nobody's doing that, yeah, you're going to get an accidental product that I tried to get correct today and screwed up because of not my fault, but RotoWire's fault. And I shouldn't blame them. I like their product. And they got, somebody asked me one time, like, why does this happen? Why does Berthune, or what, not Berthune, but there were blank ones in here that hadn't been finished. And the answer is some guy who's hung over from watching games till 3 a.m. last night is up at 8 a.m. trying to write in lines from a bunch of different websites he's going to by hand, and he flips stuff home and away in the wrong way, and he writes in the wrong number, and sometimes he starts a game and gets pulled away and forgets to finish it, which is what happened with the URI something game. And the URI was missing, and then there was another team that did that. And because there was 2 teams that were missing, guess what happened? The beauty of evens and odds. It didn't look like we were off by a team because we were off by 2. So that's why there was a chunk of weird, incorrect matchups in the middle, and I think it fixed itself at the end. I didn't go back and look and diagnose if that's exactly what happened, but based on the way I fixed it, that makes sense about what happened. So, like I said, we're fixing it going forward, right? So cheers to that. All right. Good luck, everybody. Millionaire Picks We'll be back tomorrow morning with a video, and obviously check out this file, which will be getting updated by all you guys all the time. I love it. Somebody could go in here and try to destroy this. And number one, it wouldn't matter because I could just regenerate it in 3 seconds. But the other thing is nobody will, because as soon as somebody tries to mess it up, somebody's going to fix it. So this thing's going to be right all the time. It's going to be dependent on how much you guys care, and I know a lot of you care. So we'll be back tomorrow.